Hello, my name's Anthony Samurai and welcome to my second podcast video tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be discussing if-else statements. Okay, once again we're going to be using BlueJ again, so if you haven't already done so, please open up BlueJ and open a new class and give it a relevant name like if-else. That's what I've called mine, and we'll get started. Okay, so declared my class name again, and I've started my name and my method. And first of all, we're going to want to declare some values. So in this case, I think we're going to use the grading example. And this example will allow the user to enter a score, and that score will then be converted into some sort of grading criteria. Okay, so int test score equals let's call it 70. That's a nice score to get. And we'll give it a character variable of grade, and we'll just end that one there. Okay, so we've declared our variable. Test score is equal to 70, and our character is going to be grade. This character here, this would just allow us to call the grade whatever we need it to display. A, B, C, D, fail. Okay, so when using if-else statements, first of all we need to declare our variables, and then in the next line we're going to start off with an if statement. So if test score is greater to or equal to 90, it's always a common practice to, when using if-else statements, it's always common practice to start the curly brace at the end of each if statement. It just makes it a lot easier to follow through when you're going through your program to test for errors, or when you're debugging and testing the boundaries of your program. Okay, so if test score is greater or equal to 90, then grade will equal, and you will, as you would suspect, an A grade. If not, then it's a very tough score there. Okay, so so now we have our first use of the if statement, and basically the whole of our program is just going to be based around this. Obviously the parameters for each test score will change, and then we're just going to guide you through now how to finish this program, and then we'll put a little print line at the end where we can display the score and the grade from whatever variable is entered up here. Okay, so basically the if-else statements are designed so that if you add something and it doesn't need to be used, it will roll over to the else statement and do that instead. So if, for instance, the score is less than 90, then it's going to roll over to the else statement. But if it's greater than or equal to 90, then it's going to show us this grade A. Okay, so once we've done this, we'll just using the common way to lay this out. So we've closed our bracket now from the end, start and the end of this if statement. So let's move that back actually. Okay, so else if test score is greater than or equal to 80, grade equals B. Okay, and once again we'll close that. Else if, you can type this else, or incidentally you can just copy that line and paste it in there, just changing these parameters. Okay, grade equals C. Oh, C. And we'll close that. And let's drop another one in there. Else if test score is greater than or equal to 60, grade equals a D. And finally, oh, sorry, we can just paste that one in. Else if test score is greater than or equal to 50. Actually, no, we'll leave that one. But we'll leave it as that. And finally, we're going to finish off with the else, actually. Because you could go along and you could amend these to exactly what are being assessed in your own grading criteria. But for this example, we're just going to use these. So if you do happen to score 50 or under, then I think we'll call that a fail in this case. So we'll open a curly brace and we'll just put grade equals F, and we'll end that. Let's drop that one in there. Okay, so now once we've got everything in, we can put a system.out.print line in here, and we'll just put your score has been converted to a grade. Let's put that in there, close that, and we'll plus grade. Okay, so we'll end that. Let's make sure we've got everything in there. I think that's everything out there. Yep, that looks good. So before we run this program, okay, so you put in your score in as 70 for starters. Okay, so if the test score is greater than or equal to 90, it will score A. So on, it will score 80 or B, 70 C, 60 D, and else if it doesn't score anything that's greater than or equal to 60, it will just declare it as an F grade. Okay, so in this case it's in the 70 bracket, so it's greater than or equal to 70, so we should be scoring a grade C here. Oh, let's have a look what we're doing here. I think I'll put in a public static void main. There you go, extra S. It's always easy to make mistakes. Okay, so we'll compile this, and class compiled, no syntax errors. So if we go and run this now, it should say your grade will be, was it C? There you go. Your score has been converted to a grade C. Okay, so if we also change that to a 45, let's compile it. Right click, run the method. Your score has been converted to a grade F. Okay, so a very simple use of the if-else statements, but nonetheless, it's quite a useful skill to use in Java, and it's quite often used actually. So just to recap now, when we're using if-else statements, you need to define two variables, and in this case we've got the test score variable, which is a score that you're going to put in, and the variable grade, which will indicate which grade you've actually got. Then we go through a validation process. This section here is just, obviously like it says validating, and let's just tidy that up actually. It's just validating each set of parameters that are being entered. And finally, and then that's it. So thank you for watching my video podcast on if-else statements, and I'll probably see you again. Okay, bye now.